Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm really excited to have you guys here with me. Today I'm bringing you a how to contour and highlight video. So I hope for those of you that are not as familiar with maybe sculpting out your face and accentuating certain features of your face, then I think this would be a good video for you. So without further ado, if you want to know how to contour and highlight, then keep on watching. So right now on my face I have BB cream. It's a Rimmel BB cream, and I just powdered my face, and that's pretty much all I have as far as face makeup goes. I have done my eyes and brows and lips, but that's not really part of the video today. Today what I'll be using for my highlight and contouring is this NYX Highlight and Contour Pro palette. I pretty much talk about this palette like every single video, or at least mention it or use it, and I really like it because it comes in a wide variety of shades. For the purposes of today's video, I will be using a more cool toned brown shade for carving up my nose or whatnot. Now you can choose to contour with powder such as this or cream. I've just always preferred using powder to contour my face, so that's what I'll be using for today's video. I'm just gonna start off by taking this cooler brown toned shade, and I will take an angled brush and I'll carve out my cheekbones. Now if you look, you can kind of see my cheekbone outline a little bit, right? There's like a shadow over here, so that's exactly where I'm gonna put it. And I'm starting out from my hairline just to make it look more natural. And the important thing is, if you are using powder, it's much easier to blend out your contour if you have already powdered your face after your foundation or BB cream or whatever you like to put on. And it won't skip and it won't look all muddy and patchy. That's quite an important tip. So I'm just going ahead and applying a little bit at a time. You don't want to go ham all in one go, because once you apply too much product on your face, it's really hard to get it back to where you want it to be. So starting off little by little is a good idea. I'm just continuing to blend this color into my cheekbone, the sunken area of my cheekbone. And if you decide that you want to carve out your jawline a little more, you can also choose to do that. I have what's called a square face shape, and I embrace it. I love how God made me, but if I want to feel like slimming up my face a little more, I'll go ahead and take this shade, this contouring cooler brown shade, and just apply it to the jawline a little bit like that, and that creates a little bit of a shadow that will slim out my face. I would continue to apply it to my jawline like this, and then blend it all together with the cheekbone area, and you have to do the same for the other side. So just find where I naturally have my cheekbone, blend it out from the hairline like so, like that. Just keep blending it out. You want to make it look natural so that people can't tell that you've worked so hard in contouring your face and it's just naturally your features are very well accentuated, right? And as far as how far down you want to bring your contour, that really depends on your personal preference. I know some people like to bring it and curve it up like that if they want to accentuate the apples of their cheeks a little more. That's not particularly my preference. I just choose to follow the natural sunken areas of my cheekbones, and I leave it at that. I stop about here, which is halfway between my mouth and my ear. I also think that powder contour is a lot more friendly for beginners. Now, if you would like to overall bronze up your forehead, that works too, but I like to just kind of target my contouring and the sides of my forehead just to kind of slim up my forehead. I do have a wide forehead, so that's what I like to do. Just gonna go from my hairline and just bring it down like that. Drama isn't usually something I aim for on a day-to-day basis, so just going from the hairline and subtly carving out the forehead, you can see it already has more dimension and it looks slimmer than this side, right? So doing the same for this other side. Just starting from the top at the hairline and going down, like so. And if you want to shorten up your face, you can definitely put it on the top center of your forehead as well. I'm not necessarily looking to do that. Now, the reason why I use a cooler toned powder is because shadows have a cooler tone. If you look at it, they're not warm, they're cool. So if you want to make the illusion of shadows on your face, just kind of match the same cool toneness of shadows. So that's why I'm using a cooler tone powder. So I'm pretty happy with the way my cheekbones are looking as well as my forehead. I think everything looks pretty natural, which is what I usually go for. Now let's move on to contouring the nose and under the nose and under the lip. What that will accomplish is it will slim up your nose and bring it up a little more, and it will make it look like you have like a taller nose that protrudes out a little bit more, and that's helpful for us Asians that don't have like that tall bridge. If you have that problem, you get me. Right under the lip makes it look like you have a plumper bottom lip. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm using the same shade as I did before, and one trick is that right here it's pretty flat for me. I don't really have like a protruding nose shape, so to kind of make it look like it stands out more, I'm gonna go ahead and shade this part in. And as you'll see, you can already see that my nose looks a little more protruding because you're creating a shadow, making it seem like your nose is higher than it actually is. So like that. I'm going to do the same for the other side. Just blend it in like that. And you can continue blending it. I like to kind of blend it up to my eyebrow just to make it look more natural and more well blended. Like so. The whole thing about this highlight and contouring is you are not only using contouring shades, you're also using highlighting shades to bring out the features that you want to accentuate. So we'll be doing that right after we finish with all the contouring. So I'm going to take the same brush, and this is just like a small fluffy brush that's easy to blend with. And I'm going to bring the same shade right here down my nose. And you can pick however thick you want your nose shape to be. And when you get to the tip of your nose, you're just going to round it out a little bit like that to make it look more natural. Like so. Same for the other side of my nose. Alright, so my nose is looking already more defined than it ever will be, and I'm okay with that, but I'm just going to continue blending to make sure there's no harsh lines and it doesn't look super duper unnatural, so that's what I'm doing. So now that my nose is all shaped out, I'm going to take the same shade that I'm using for this whole entire video, and I'm going to put it right under my nose. This will make it look like I have way more dimension to my nose than I do. Alright, right under my nose. Don't put it here because it's gonna look like you have a mustache, right? Just put it right under your nose. Like that. Putting it right under the lip if you want that plumper bottom lip look. Alright, so I think the contouring part of the video is pretty much complete, where we have our cheekbones and our jawlines carved out, as well as our forehead to make our forehead look slimmer, and our nose to define and bring out our nose a little more. Under the nose, Same thing to make it look like it pops out of your face a little more. And under the lip, just to plump up your bottom lip, or at least give the illusion of it. Now you can take your favorite highlighter, I don't care which one, as long as it's pretty and it works. I'm just going to take the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder. It's in the shade Precious Petals. And I will be using this highlighter with a setting brush from Real Techniques. And this is just my favorite highlighting brush. And I will be basically bringing out the areas that I want to accentuate. Let's take some of the product onto the brush. Tap off a little bit, depending on how pigmented your highlighter is. It's important to do that. Again, we want to work in increments, not, putting the whole pan on your face all in one go, though that might be fun. So let's pat the product a little bit, tap off excess, and I want to bring out my cheekbones. And this is quite the popular area to be accentuating these days. Highlighter is almost always put on the top of the cheekbones. Build it up. If you want to accentuate your brow bone a little more for even more dimension, you can choose to kind of connect the brow bone area here and the temple and your cheekbone in this V shape. Does that make sense? This V shape. So like that. And obviously how much highlighter you put on all depends on you. If you like a lot of highlighter, you put a lot of highlighter, right? If you want natural, then you just do a little bit to give you that perfect glow. So I'm going to do the same for the other side. Put that V shape to accentuate my cheekbone and my brow bone. You want to use fluffy gestures so that you're not quite dragging anything. And you're sort of just dusting the beautiful highlighter onto your face. Ooh, that's pretty. Now for my nose, I'm just gonna put it down the length of my nose. So just in the center. That's what I'm gonna do. Highlighter just down the center of my nose. Oh yeah, you see that already? You see how much that brings it out and makes it even more well blended together with everything. Put it a little bit between the brows as well. I know a lot of people like to highlight the tip of their nose. If you have tried that and you like how that looks, go ahead and do that too. Just gonna apply some more down my nose for that beautiful accentuated glow. Some people like to put the highlighter just at the top, at the bridge of your nose, and then just at the tip. I just like to put it down the whole length of my nose because I could use all the help that I can get. Alright, now take the same highlighter and put it on your chin. And this kind of makes the center of your face way more accentuated. It brings out the whole T area as well as your chin. And it makes everything look well meshed together. And also, if you want to even further accentuate your lips, a lot of people put highlighter on their Cupid's bow, which is this little V-shaped area of your lip. Just put it on the top like that. Like so. Alright, so I think we are pretty much complete with all the highlight and contouring. What do you guys think? Do I look way more sculpted? I think I do. Yeah, if you guys ever want to glam it up and just make it look really accentuated and sculpted and beautiful, then now you guys know how to do it. So I'm really excited. He's sleeping. Hi, buddy. I'm excited for you guys to try it and let me know how it goes. Let me know what works for your face shape and what you do in your particular face shape. Again, thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe if you haven't already to join the Breath of Beauty family, and click on the bell to get notified whenever I put up a new video. Also, follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter, and join the Facebook group to keep connected with me throughout the week. And I'll see you guys next time in another video.